I don't know what Bone got their style from or nothing, to tell you the truth, because it's not Crucial Conflict style. I go back to when we was in the studio working. We was sitting in the barn. We was in the barn. You know what I'm saying? That was the name of the studio. That's why we made, Smoking on Hay in the barn.
Okay.
So that's what we called our studio. So we was up in there playing with the dogs and the snakes and everything, and playing, ball up in there. And then one of my homies was in the back of the studio, and he was watching TV, and I think the box. I don't know if it was the box or something. And then he was like, "Hey y'all, come here, Joe. It's a group on here. These guys, you know what I'm saying, remind us of y'all, you know what I'm saying?" So we all run up in there and we check them out. We looking, they had afros and stuff. So we just looking like it's four of them and it's four of us, and we just looking. And we like, dang, you know what I'm saying? But then we heard them doing, I guess the Thuggish Wuggers Bone song, and we checked it out, and and we was like, man, that's crazy. But we looked and we like, well, they different than us. They flipping a little bit, like they got a little style, but it's not like ours, because they was harmonizing, and then they was nodding their head.
Right.
Crucial Conflict, we came with the bounce. It was like, our music was a whole nother level of intensity, because everybody was nodding their head to every music forever until Crucial Conflict came out. And then we started people moving like this and bouncing. We had a dance called a Giddy Up, and we just bobbed our heads. So we was straight different than Bone in the first place. And then our rap patterns, the way we delivered it, it was totally different. It's just, I guess, when God do, give people gifts, he spread it out. And it always be somebody almost close to each other. So we didn't bite Bone them, nothing. But, you know what I'm saying? And also we used to, we was like, actually like, man, they sound cool. Our kids, everybody like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Family, sisters, brothers. But next thing a couple of years, I guess next year they was like, we has heard some disses, you know what I'm saying? Like, actually, we went to a dinner with Farrakhan. He had a whole bunch of the rappers in Chicago, and we see one of the brothers Busy, and it was about unity. We was like, the rappers need to stop beefing.
Right.
So a few weeks later, you know what I'm saying, Tupac died and everything. We was like, on some another level, and then we heard their album come out just dissing us. We like, what's this about? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
then they started everything pretty much.
Right. They dissed and said, we biting their style and all that, and you know what I'm saying? We like, man, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing. So, of course, we hollered at, one of, a couple of people, and they was like, man, y'all got to get them. But we really didn't get them. We ain't go in like we could have. We just, we just did a little something, and, that's what it was. And then I was like, due to the Biggie and Pac, the East Coast, West Coast stuff, I was serious, because we come from Chicago, and I thought it was going to be bigger than some Biggie and Tupac beef, because we was straight from the street. We some street, we was some young street cats, man, and we was on some Chi-Town stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't care at the time. Like we was ready to live. We was ready for whatever. You know what I'm saying? We was about to go in like on some other stuff, but I thought it was. I thought that it was like some he say she say. So whatever. I ran into B, you know what I'm saying? I finally caught up with him, and we asked each other. I asked him what was up with the beef and everything. He was like, man, it's a long story. He was like, all of us got different friends, and and they said that y'all dissed us on Showdown or something like that, and I was like, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, and that led to them lashing out and all this and that, and I was like, man, I needed to find out, because I feel that like what I explained, you know what I'm saying, it can get ugly, and I want to know what's up. If that's what it is, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to know, because I ain't want to be like going off no rackets, because I thought, I knew it probably would have went down like that, and we ain't want to get down like that. We getting out the hood, and we worked hard to get where we at. For let somebody shut us down and this, that, and the other, and disrespect us as men. So, long story short, we chopped it up, and then he was like, it ain't nothing, but it was fun though. I was like, well, I don't know if it was fun. You know what I'm saying? So ever since then, me and B, we kind of kicked it, behind the scenes. And I actually, kept in touch. We always kept in touch. When he went through different stuff with his brother and everything, I think his brother had passed. He called me and I calmed him down for going to take care of business or something. So people don't even know we was hollering. I hollered at Lay, you know what I'm saying? He was like, man, it ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? We Midwest, so I think I handled it the right way. And everybody all on the internet still talking about we beefing, and they don't even know, you know what I'm saying? I went down there like that, you know what I'm saying? We organized and shot. We gotta do it right, you know what I'm saying? But it's love, man. I ain't got nothing against them brothers.
Now, earlier you mentioned how Crucial Conflict brought the bounce to the whole, music scene. You know what I mean?
The whole game.
Now, with that said, what about the whole crunk? Down south crunk. Did they get it from y'all or like,
man. I mean, of course, man. I remember talking to Baby and people from everywhere. They was, from Genuine and everybody. They was like, man, we had to get a little bit of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? What y'all was doing. It was like, we kind of influenced we influenced a whole nother movement. I remember one time, I see, Jay-Z had opened up for us one time, him and Ja Rule. Okay. And, they had a couple of songs, and, even Ron DMC was on the bill, and they was like, man, you know what I'm saying? They let us go last, because, we was the new five. And I remember Jay-Z and them was just nodding, and then next thing they coming with the energy bouncing. Even in the South, everybody, we go down to the South, they be like, man, they give us blood like we, pioneered it. They tell us that, like, it's like, man, y'all gave us confidence to represent where we from, you know what I'm saying? Because we came out, they thought we was from down there. Then nobody know we was from Chicago, because we came with a sound that even Chicago didn't know. Chicago wasn't bouncing. They wasn't nobody doing what Crucial Conflict was doing, you know what I'm saying? And we came with our own style and put it together. But we had other rappers in Chicago that was flipping and stuff too. It wasn't Twista style, because Twista tongue twist, you know what I'm saying? Okay. And but we had, I gotta give love to, you know what I'm saying, JD Walker, the Snipers, Psycho, Do or Die, everybody from Chicago. It was like it was a West Side thing, you know what I'm saying? And me, I always was influenced from rapping fast and everything, but to put the twang and the style that Crucial came up with, it was like our own signature style and beats, and that's what kind of separated us, with the energy and the whole movement that we had, you know what I'm saying? And I produced it. Back in the days, you had to go out of town to find a beat to get a hit from Chicago. I did it first, you know what I'm saying? I did it first for the rappers up here, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now, since we're still talking about Crucial Conflict pioneering, you know what I'm saying, a lot of subjects, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, with that said, recently, which is maybe a year ago, Rick Ross featured R. Kelly in a music video and song called Speedin'.
Right.
And R. Kelly came out with a chain and medallion with the 2 C's. You know what I mean? Now, with that said, is he paying y'all homage, or is he like stripping you from something y'all created?
I don't know, Rob. You gotta, man. I don't know, man, because I ain't gonna lie, man. When I seen that, I was like, what? We already trying to come back up. Somebody check out, CC's. I mean, that's Crucial Conflict. Everybody know we threw up CC, but everybody throwing it up now. I guess it's something that Chicago do now. I guess they trying to name it Shot City, but that's Crucial Conflict. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But we'll let the whole city throw it up, because we put it, it come from Crucial Conflict. But I seen the chain too at his concert, and I'm like, I ain't even got one of them, and he got our C's in there. You know what I'm saying? So Rob, man, you gotta holler at us, man. and work with your boys, man. You know what I'm saying? We here.